You can see the reflection of the flowers right there.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful. I'm back home in Oregon for a little bit. I wanted to continue on the reacting to Endless Summer series. And every time I upload a video, my mom watches it and she's like, Summer, this happened here, this happened there. You forgot to mention this. She remembers a lot more than I do. So, thought it could be really fun to react to season 2 together. Come on down. Okay, we're going to be watching season 2. So the second season is when everything kind of hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? Things did not go well. And you'll see the way that they stitched it together. They made my life look like I'm having a time of my life and I'm so happy and good. And then they made Dylan look like he was miserable and I like didn't care about it. And so the contrast was just drastic.
Yes.
Opposite. And I got so many comments like across all of my social media platforms of people being like, wow, you're not who I thought you were. You're heartless, blah, blah, blah. It's how the show was edited and it's how they actually wrote out season 2's storyline.
So we're gonna set it straight.
Yeah.
Once and for all.
Finally, I should have done this like 2 years ago. Takes place in 2019. Season 2, episode 1. We're about to react to Endless Summer. Season 2. And
there were days when I had hoped that summer would last forever.
Oh, you had a cold when you were talking.
I had no idea what
I always have a cold. That outfit. We have so much to say.
It's me and Dylan.
This is real. This live stream was real.
People thought we were just on a break or something, but we're not together anymore.
It's Dunzo.
So I have a few things to say. First of all, this running scene was after I had gained a little bit post-breakup weight. Was not feeling my best. I hate watching this scene. It makes me cringe just because I know myself and whatever. They were dark times, for sure. Also, this live stream, Dylan had to come over for some reason, and this was after we did all the press that we had to do while we were still together. We weren't actually together, but we had to act like we were for like these interviews and stuff in promotion of the show. So we finished all of the press and then we're like, okay, now we can announce that we've broken up.
Oh yeah.
And we thought the live stream would be the best way to do it. I don't really know why. We stayed friends for a while after we broke up actually, but it was kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it.
I always have love for him.
Look at me run.
Just because something ends doesn't mean it never should have been. We take what we learned, what we loved,
Wait, this is a really random thing, but I remember they were like, breathe as hard as you can. So I had to go.
Oh no.
Yeah.
For the voiceover?
Yeah. What were you saying?
That voice doesn't sound like you when you're talking.
Close to our heart.
Because I'm doing a voiceover in a sound booth where I'm uncomfortable.
And you never know when something is going to stop you.
That's not me.
Dead in your tracks.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty.
No.
When the person who's your everything disappears in the blink of an eye.
Oh, he already had that done and they had to pretend like they were doing it.
Yeah, he had that done like a couple months ago. And I remember when I saw that tattoo, I was like, wow! I thought it was the biggest deal ever. I thought it was insane, but
now it's like totally normal.
It's not a big deal.
New apartment, new chapter.
That's crazy. That was when I first met her.
And then it's like, oh, that's Sydney. Yeah. She grew up with Dylan and they were friends, and so now that Dylan and I broke up, I don't really see her that much.
There were like 10 people in my apartment when this was being filmed. Such a big crew.
Sydney did not have a crush on Dylan, I will say that.
She didn't have a crush on Dylan.
No.
She didn't.
It was absolutely made up.
That was such a big part of the show that Sydney had a crush on Dylan, but she didn't. And I just remember this was one of our first scenes that we filmed of season 2. And I was like so not in the right headspace to start filming again. I was also just so uncomfortable. Everything was new. I had a new apartment, new friends. Didn't have Dylan anymore. I gained weight. Like I was like changing and it was uncomfortable and unfamiliar.
What is going on here? I don't know. I'm just hanging out with him. You know him better than I do. Should definitely put this one up. Not trying to go for anything. I don't want a boyfriend right now.
That was real.
He's cute.
No.
Yeah, no, he's cute.
And he was not a boyfriend.
There's this boy.
I never dated him.
But it's so soon after Dylan, I don't really know how I feel.
I'm glad they
He's
had
a
me
nice
said.
guy. I'll keep my mind open. Okay, how's that? He told me that he had a huge crush on you. Really? Yep.
We were never boyfriend and girlfriend, but I guess you could say we dated. But the whole time I was like, Ryland, I don't want a relationship.
I feel like it's called a thing nowadays. Like,
Yeah. We went on
to
dates.
a pumpkin patch.
And other dates.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I can't react to scenes when it's just Dylan because that's his life and I don't really have anything to say about it because I don't know what happened. But they just showed a sad scene, very somber, of him and his mom finding out that he has a tattoo and her being sad about it, and then cut to a scene where I'm skipping around with my friends and having so much fun with them in the arcade with a new boy. Like, what? How are you gonna do me like that? That's not how it went. That's not how it really went. Dylan and I had conversations all the time about our relationship and about how he was doing and everything. And yes, I did cut communication off from Dylan for a while because that's what you're supposed to do when you break up with someone. You can't be in contact as much as you used to be, but I was still there for him. It's not like I didn't give a crap, and it's not like I was just having so much fun with so many people all the time. Like, no, I was sad too.
And that never happened. This scene where she's at the boardwalk, it was absolutely made up.
Yeah, I never hung out with all these people at the same time in real life. I was just like talking to Ryland.
So it wasn't reenacted at all.
Created by the producers. And might I add,
I was just gonna say this.
this was after Ryland and I had stopped talking. After I was like, Ryland, let's not do this anymore. I want to be on my own. We like fully were not talking. He actually really didn't like me. Like, he still doesn't like me. Hi, Ryland, sorry. But he really did not like me, but he was still down to do the show. Don't know why. So he still does the show and he has to act like he likes me. And I have to act like I like him. So crazy. And those were the vibes of this scene. We're really just acting. Crazy.
Absolutely.
So weird. And then we had to kiss later. Terrible. Anyway, you'll see.
So uncomfortable.
Sorry, I'm getting worked up.
So are they training Formula One?
Such good acting, I swear.
We're both
absolutely
good at acting.
It just falls into your lap.
Really? They had to do that angle.
That is ridiculous.
Can we just watch that again?
It always seems
That angle! Cannot believe that. That one!
falls into your lap.
It was so bad. You can kind of tell I'm not into it.
It's just a tattoo.
And Dylan being sad.
Just a tattoo, honey.
Sometimes I don't want to always talk about
This is really sad.
This breaks my heart.
the best way to get over something.
Anyway, this is sad. I don't think we have anything to say here.
It's really sad for me too, and Dennis, her dad, because Dylan and Summer, almost their whole relationship was in Eugene. And so he was like our son.
He was.
And it was so fun to have them around all the time. And so the breakup was really hard on us too, to be honest.
Yeah, he was like a member of the family.
Oh no.
This is a terrible scene. This was actually really cool to film because we were in the tiny little, what is this called? Ferris wheel?
Compartment?
No.
Carriage? No.
Car?
Little car?
Yeah, we were in like
Carousel?
we were in the little Ferris wheel cart.
What do you call it?
We were in the Ferris wheel thing. Doesn't matter. And they had like a freaking real tripod with a very nice big camera attached to it, and I felt like the camera was gonna make us fall and like flip, and it was scary, but it was really cool. We got to ride it a lot of times, and they were like, you guys don't have to kiss if you don't want to, but you really should. I think it would be really cool if you did kiss. They kept saying like, you should kiss, you should. I think it would be really good. And me being a people pleaser, I was like, okay. I don't even like him. He is mad at me, but I'm gonna kiss him. It was a mutual thing. I think it was a mutual thing. Let's find out. The angles that they hit me with are so bad.
So Summer's having a great time. Here's Dylan being sad
and reminiscing. That photo was not on his fridge, by the way. I can tell you that.
I think we already said it, but just remember, while Dylan is going through this hard time, Summer is like in her apartment, not very happy either. She's not out dating and going to the boardwalk.
And yes, I was talking to Ryland and I was hanging out with Ryland, but for them to portray my mental state to be this great and like just my happiness overall to look like that is just totally incorrect. And I did not take the initiative that I should have, and I did not take charge and control over this situation and do anything about it. It's easy for me to say, in 2019 when we were filming this, I should have said something, I should have spoken up and been like, why are all my scenes happy? Like, show me being sad too. But I didn't know the scenes Dylan was filming. So I didn't know that Dylan was only filming these really hard, tough, sad scenes while I was filming fun scenes. So had I known that, I would have totally spoken up and been like, What's going on? Can we show this in a more realistic way instead of making it more interesting to watch? Because this is my real life, you know?
Yep.
But for everyone involved in the show, it's just a show. So it's not that big of a deal to them. I understand it's their job. But for what it turned out to be, I could have been a little bit more conscious about it. I don't know. Anyway, it looks so bad. I look like a bug. Seriously, who is that?
She put the magnet on your face.
Look how unrealistic that kiss was.
Oh gosh.
Ew!
It's just so awkward.
It's so awkward. We both went like this. We both went. Ew! And it was so long. I hated that. Whew. Okay, episode 1 down.
That was probably the worst part of the whole season. Just because it was awkward for both involved.
It was awkward for me, probably awkward for Ryland. It was awkward for everybody to watch. And it makes me sad that like millions and millions of people saw that. Like,
I mean, it's fine.
The one time I hung out with David Dobrik, he was like,
oh, that's true. He's like, wow, you're having a lot of fun with the boys.
That's how I'm known, which is so cool. Thanks.
I wish Stage Mom was there.
I don't think you would have been able to do anything though. Because this was their show that they wrote out. And I would be like, no, it's fine, it's okay. Because we didn't know what it was going to turn into. We didn't know what it was going to turn out to be.
Yeah, because they didn't inform you what Dylan was doing.
Everything Dylan was doing was like confidential. That's how you make a good show. Episode 2, let's go. Party! Okay, I have something to say. So I look like I'm watching this story of Dylan partying, right? There was nothing actually on my phone. I didn't know what I was watching. They told me that I was reacting to his tattoo. And I was holding my phone like this, like I was holding like that so the camera could see it. And I was like, oh, not the tattoo. But it was him actually like at a party, which I didn't know he was filming.
Someone you've been so close to change so quickly makes you wonder if you ever really knew them at all.
Like throughout every season, I look very dramatic and like I care a lot about things. But if you know me in real life, if you're anyone that knows me in real life, you know that things don't matter to me that much, like at all. I do not make a scene about things. I'm not dramatic. But yeah, throughout this whole thing, I kind of just did what they wanted me to do and I said what they wanted me to say. And I wasn't really staying true to who Summer like truly is, you know?
Just like any reality show, like even the Kardashians, almost all of the scenes are made up.
Yeah, they are. Because they need a story. They need a storyline. And so everything's planned out. Everything's based off of true events. But it's not
Some
reality.
of them are based off true events. If you don't have enough drama in your true event life, then they're gonna make them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mom. Hi. Guess what I just saw on Dylan's story? What? He got a huge neck tattoo. No, he did not. Full on the Justin Bieber wings.
Wait.
I had to pretend like I didn't know.
Yeah, she already knew. And also, if you look at the little picture of me,
Yeah?
when it shows my mom on FaceTime, it's me going like this. They were filmed separately, is what I'm saying. I feel kind of bad that I said the Justin Bieber wings, but I was also less mature then. Okay? It was almost like comical to me at the time. And there were so many things going on that I was just like, good for him. You're expressing yourself. Do what you want to do.
Tell me about the Ryland thing. Are you gonna see him again? Yeah, he asked me out again, actually. I'm just not sure if I want to turn it into a relationship. It's just so weird. I feel like I just broke up with Dylan.
Yeah, don't get into another relationship. I never wanted to. Can we talk about the fact that he wasn't even 21 yet, but they were filming him drinking? Like, isn't that illegal?
But it's just depicting what
Well, he did.
normal kids do, so.
Yeah. This day. This was another scene I had to film with Ryland, and we were not talking, and it was weird. After Dylan and I broke up, Sydney and Dylan became friends because she was someone he could talk to. And we actually, preface to this scene here, we actually did run into each other. I was on a date with Ryland, and Dylan was getting food with Sydney. It was at Mod Pizza. Ryland and I were sitting down eating our food, and in walked Dylan and Sydney. Like, that really happened. It was crazy, and I was insanely uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable because I was also like, I'm not even dating Ryland. Dylan is seeing me with another boy. Like, this is so uncomfortable. I can't believe that happened. It was a perfect scene for Endless Summer to reenact. Whose car is that?
Dylan. Oh my.
Is that?
That's Dylan and Sydney.
Just come say hi.
Okay, and also they separated Ryland and I from Dylan and Sydney, so they did not want us to talk to each other or see each other at all before we filmed this scene to make it look like the most crazy. Because there really was some weird tension there, and so they wanted that to come out when we filmed. Another thing, the cafe was so busy this day, and it was so uncomfortable. We had to keep filming the scene over and over with all these people watching.
So in real life, when you saw Dylan, did you guys turn around and walk away?
No, we were sitting at a table, and Dylan and Sydney just walked into the restaurant and got in line, and we like made eye contact, and we were like uncomfortable. So it did not go like this in real life. This is way more dramatic.
How's it going, man? How you doing?
I'm good.
Nice to meet you, man. I'm Ryland. Nice to meet you. I've heard all about you. Dylan, right? Yeah.
And this was their actual first time meeting ever, because they didn't meet in the restaurant when this happened in real life. They just looked at each other.
Weird. I haven't heard anything about you. Really? Okay.
Also, look how different Ryland and Dylan look from each other. They are totally different boys. Like, it's so weird that I don't think I have a type.
Sydney, right? I'm Ryland.
Nice to meet you. I'm
Nice to
Sydney.
meet you too, Sydney.
I guess my mom was right. You can't control when someone comes into your life.
This is so
We were just
uncomfortable.
leaving, so. All right.
Because fate always has a different plan for you.
Ryland did not know that this would be happening in his life.
Poor Ryland.
You know, like.
And that was like a real shoulder jab.
Yeah, and that's really how Dylan felt too. So that's kind of crazy.
No, that's okay.
He took that
That's
so
his deal.
well.
Yeah, he took it really well, actually. Good for Ryland. That was episode 2.
That was it?
That was it. The sun is going down. My camera just died, so we're gonna use my phone to end the video. I'm so sorry, that's really crappy, but well, that's everything we're gonna react to today. Hope you enjoyed the mother-daughter reactions. I want to say that I hope everybody in this show is doing great. I don't hold any grudges, and I don't have bad blood with anybody. I don't really care. Everybody's doing their own thing, and that's great. It's just kind of entertaining to react to these, and you guys want to hear it, and also I feel like there's a lot of clarifying that needs to be done overall with Endless Summer. Subscribe if you want to see more. Check out my other videos. Follow me on social media, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Bye.
Not light switch.
Not light switch. Who?
Do you look at the finder or that?
You're supposed to look at that. But
What do you look at though?
I'll find her. And now my penis is wet. Sounds like I said the P word.